Hi, good afternoon. So, maraming salamat sa paghintay sa amin. Kasama ko po ngayon si Attorney Mark Diluan, my right, and si Attorney CJ Narvasa, to my left. So, we're here to take questions, if any. Alam ko kanina pa kayo naghihintay.
So far?
So far, okay naman. Nasa marking pa rin tayo. Siyempre, marami talagang mga dokumento. So, we're anticipating baka, of course, without saying exactly, kung kaya, siyempre gusto natin mapabilis, but we're anticipating baka umabot tayo ng Thursday sa marking. Yun naman talagang schedule, actually. If you notice dun sa naging unang schedule ng pre-trial, talagang from June 18 to June 25 siya. So, hopefully, matapos namin as soon as possible. I think both parties naman, both the defense and the prosecution, gusto naman namin dalawa na mapabilis at matapos na to para makapag-prepare din kami for trial itself. But just with the voluminous documents, I think we're looking at Thursday. Yung dalawang natitira, actually, marami talagang documents yan. Both Article 1 and Article 2, which is yung confidential funds issue and as well as yung unexplained wealth issue.
Ano klaseng documents po ito? How would you describe?
Several documents talaga. Lahat naman po, from COA reports to acknowledgement receipts to SAL-ends. Yung hindi naman po bago to, nakita nyo na to dahil present na rin naman to sa Committee on Justice. But syempre dito, minamark kasi natin yan, each document. So, marking kasi is really for identification purposes. So, para pagdating sa trial, madali na namin identify yung anong exhibit yun, di ba? Exhibit 1, exhibit 2, gano'n naman po yun. So, we're marking all of the documents.
Attorney, kasama ko dito yung dalawa po ng documentary evidence na pinapatanggal dito doon sa yung answer ng team 1.
Well, sa prosecution kasi yan, yung mga documents na yan. So, minamarka naman lahat ng documents. Kasi nga, this is not about we're not admitting to anything dito sa marking, no? That's very clear under the rules. Wala pong admission dito, walang admission of authenticity, hindi admission on admissibility of the document itself. Ito po ay purely for identification purposes lamang. Marking lang.
Manifestation ninyo na ito ay pagkalimutan.
Sa ngayon po, wala tayong ginagawang manifestation because this is, again, purely marking.
So wala kong binablock na anything?
Wala po. Wala tayong binablock. Kahit man sila.
Sir, may manifestation po yung prosecution panel. Sabi ko nila kasi yung defense team po failed to comply with the guidelines for the trial conference. Hindi raw po kasi ni-specify sa summary nyo yung mga intended witnesses nyo. Ginagawa po ng mga witnesses of the prosecution panel and they said po, sabi niya, to explain, even to comply with that because instead of providing a summary, they just indicated the general purpose, which is to disprove the allegations in the article.
Well, they can file the manifestation. That's well within their prerogative and we will respond accordingly to that manifestation.
Sir, pero bakit in-adopt nila ito po yung di pa kanila mga karamihan sa mga
Paano bang adopt? Hindi ko kasi maintindihan adopt. Sabay naman kaming nag-submit ng pre-trial brief. No? So, I don't see why it's being called mirroring or adopting. But again, that's well within the prerogative of the prosecution to file their manifestation. If they do, and if we are asked to comment, we will comment.
You will provide a specific summons po?
No, we will comment on their manifestation.
Sir, sa executive summary, you mentioned about that this case should be dismissed. Will you actually vote for that and when is the right time for that, sir?
Well, yan yung mga affirmative defenses. No? And in any trial naman, kahit sa RTC, before trial proper starts, a ruling must be made on the affirmative defenses. So we'll see. That's something that we should ask the impeachment court kung kailan affirmative defenses. We'll just comply with whatever happens.
Sir, kanina po the prosecution panel, their preferred sequence for the order of presentation. Gusto po rin po namin yung threats for yung assassination that last week on exhibit 12. Your comments, sir?
That's well within the prerogative naman po of the prosecution. Let's be fair, kami sa defense, we just want to be objective. Yan naman po ay prerogativa ng prosecution, yun ang gusto nilang unahin. Ang sa amin lang naman po, we are just requesting for disclosure kung ano yung unahin nila ng articles. Yun lang naman.
So you,
Wala naman po, it's not about agreeing or not agreeing, that is well within their prerogative. Kumbaga, nasa kanila po yan. And tayo po, ang gusto lang natin is ma-disclose kung ano yung magiging order para sa aming kaalaman, that's part of due process. So, Ganun lang naman po yun. But I don't see anything wrong with that.
Sir, may comment ba kayo doon sa Lola na post na Lata, yung may trial, dating yung wala naman.
That's their opinion, that's their opinion. Pero sa atin, no, siyempre, we have a differing position on the matter. Sa Tunog Lata, I don't want to engage in something like that. Thank you.
Sir, hindi ko na
Again, parati namin sinasabi kung kinakailangan.
Last two po.
From your comments, sabi ni Congressman Jervin kanina, na-observe doon sa kinakatagal yung documentary evidence, eh bahagi daw talaga ng proseso yung pagsusumite ng mga ebidensya kahit kasama pa siya doon sa napasurang complaint ng impeachment.
Ano pong nabasurang complaint? Hindi po ako masyadong
Kasi
familiar.
di ba yung 28 documentary evidence niyo, sa ninyo, kinuha nila doon sa mga hindi nasama na impeachment complaints.
Hindi po yan yung argumento namin dyan. I think nagkakaroon tayo ng misunderstanding. Ang argumento po namin dyan ay hindi po siya naka-attach. Wala, kumbaga, bunso po siya nung sinasabi nga namin na naging proseso which we are questioning before the Supreme Court. No? So, ngayon yung pagmamarka, I agree. Nasa proseso lang naman. Kasi again, identification purposes lang po ito. So, wala naman pong mali sa sinabi ni Representative Luis.
So, i-gate niyo pagdating ng trial property.
Sorry po.
Pero i-gate niyo yung pagpasura sa trial property.
Again, that is part of our affirmative defenses. So pag-uusapan po yan definitely. Pag-uusapan po yan.
Regarding yung issue ko na ni-raise nila sa pre-trial before nila, huwag nga po isama yung mga evidence na nakuha ng doon sa Committee on Justice hearing kapag hindi po attached doon sa Sabaya and Cabrera complaint. Sabi po nila rin doon ng mga prosecutors, wala naman po constitutional or any legal basis itong inyong mga request.
Number one, I am not here to discuss the merits of the case. As you know, under Rule 18 of the Rules on Impeachment sa Senado, no, hindi po tayo pwede mag-discuss ng merits because it's considered sub judice. Pangalawa, kung ano man po ang isasagot namin dyan sa comment na yan, with all due respect again, because nire-respeto ko po talaga ang ating opposing counsels at ang ating mga public prosecutors. Sasagutin po namin sa tamang panahon at sa tamang forum.
Pero ma-address pa yung order that the Senate and the impeachment court will come out with at the end of the month.
I think, ma'am, that is something that is best directed to the Senate as an impeachment court, no? Not sa amin, because we don't know what they will address in their pre-trial order.
For basic clarification po, kasi yung percentage of 30 trial days.
At least 30 trial dates.
And 97 cases po naman is the defense. So, can you kasi kanila po para po yung legal person, para why you request for 35 days when you have 97 days?
Sir, I'll cut you there. We do not discuss matters on legal strategy. Secondly, it's at least 30 trial days. Third, the burden of proof never shifts, and it will all start with the prosecution. No? So we will have to wait, and we will only respond to whatever evidence they present.
Sir, last na po, ano ba ang timeline? Sabi po kasi po, sa kanila, sa tingin na daw po hindi kakayanin ng tatulungan yung
Sa tingin ko rin, actually. Sa tingin ko rin. So I think we agree with that. But again, wag nating sabihin na with certainty yung mga bagay niyan dahil hindi talaga natin alam. Siyempre, it will depend on the number of witnesses they will be presenting. It will depend on your case. No? Hindi naman natin matatime kung gaano katagal ang direct examination, gaano katagal ang cross-examination. So it will really depend. But with the assessment of Representative Luistro, sa tingin ko, 3 months is a bit tight, no? But so we agree on that point. Tingnan lang po namin. I think both sides naman po talagang we're trying to speed things up. We're trying to expedite everything. Wala namang gustong tumagal ito. But again, hindi rin pwedeng madaliin. Siyempre, it's all part of the process.
Sir, sorry last na. Baka nasagot na rin po. Pero dun sa pagbaba daw ng convention threshold, ano yung take lang nila?
Hindi kami makakomment kasi wala pa namang posisyon yung Senate sitting as an impeachment court regarding that threshold. Of course, we have our own position, but we'll have to wait for the Senate first. No? I think it's premature for us to say anything at this point dahil wala pa namang categorical. Kumbaga, haka-haka lang po lahat.
I don't Senator Cheese.
possibly the presiding officer. Okay sa inyo?
Well, sa amin po,
Saan po na yung defense team po nag-raise na agad ang issue about the threshold filters. Ano po ba yung stand on that?
look, as I said, it's premature for us to really say that. What happened was during a closed door session, no? So it would be unfair for us to disclose anything that happened in the closed door session. But sa atin, again, we will provide you with our position once there's a categorical pronouncement kung ano ba talaga yung binabalak ng Senate Impeachment Court pagdating sa voting threshold.
Thank you, Attorney.